Welcome back to the Everybody Hates You podcast with your host, Jay Schuler and Myrak. On episode 304, Being a Black Dad in 2023, guest host Nick explains what it's like being a single black dad, gang culture, and life. Take the dive. Welcome back to the Everybody Hates You podcast. I am your host, Jay Schuler. My rack is on vacation, and she actually is on vacation. This is not some subliminals. She got fired or quit the show. She told y'all in the last episode she's out here looking for her mans. She the rich aunt that's always traveling. She out here, she living life. But we got my boy today. My co-host is Nick. Introduce yourself to the world.
What's up, man? I'm Nick, aka Loke, aka Young, aka whatever you want to call
Make sure you talk on the mic.
No, my bad. Nick, aka Loke, aka Young, whatever you want to call me. I don't want to blow the smoke in the mic. I don't know.
Not whatever you want to call me.
Yeah, man, whatever you want to call me. You can call me handsome. You can call me chocolate. You feel me?
I know Nick from back in the day. I used to work with him. He always hit me up to get on the pod. So I'm like, come throw on the pod. I'm like, what you want to talk about? He's like, I talk about anything. Talk about anything. I'm versatile. I talk about it. I'm like, cool. I'm like, let's talk about. He was like, I'm an open book. So I was like, cool. Because, I'm always talking about not being from Atlanta. And I'm just like, who's better to have on the show that is well versed in just life, also a proud dad. I'm like, so let's get it. Let's get into it. We were talking about in the last episode. We were talking about the concept of family, and we have a couple of episodes already kind of like planned out or whatever. So it was cool to have this come up because I was like, well, how can I keep it going without her and then have a cool episode that kind of is in line with the season. So this is perfect because the name of this episode is Being a Black Dad in 2023. What the hell is that like, Nick?
Man, crazy. My child is 12 right now, and when I tell you, spoiled, always on the phone, always on social media, you know what I'm saying? So I try to give her a little phone time every now and then and take it away. Like, weekends, you can get a couple hours of phone time more than usual. But on school days, when you get off, you probably get 3-4 hours of phone time. And after that, you got to do something constructive. Because I personally feel like if I let her, she'll be on the phone all day, won't no work get done. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
That's so crazy. So you said she's 12?
Yeah, she's 12.
I just had my sister over with her family, my brother-in-law, my niece and nephew, and they're teenagers. I know my nephew, he's about to be a freshman in high school this year, and my niece is about to be a senior.
I'm scared of that.
But they're the sweetest children, the sweetest kids. Yeah, appreciate it. They're the sweetest children, and they were all their phones a lot, but they're Christian as well, so they keep everything really PG. But they're watching TikToks with their parents and just hanging out, and I'm like, it's so funny because I'd wake up and be like, damn, it's quiet. Ain't nobody awake. And then come down and they're just on their phones. They're not even turning the TV on. I was talking to my sister. She was like, I realized we don't even we only turn the TV on so it's not quiet. She was like, because we're all just on our phones.
Mm-hmm. My child would sit in the dark on her phone.
Bro, that's what they would do. I was like, for me, I'm like, especially with depression, I'm like, I gotta turn the lights on. I gotta let the sun in this.
I do that. I walk in the house, I cut the lights on, I open the windows. Like, y'all, it's creepy for me to walk in here and everybody in the dark on their phone.
It's so crazy though. But that new generation that they're born with. Even when we're in the restaurant industry, we would see kids on it.
Paying attention to what's going on.
The parents
barely eating. I remember.
So that's crazy that you have a daughter. So, so you that dad that you were just waiting for her to start dating so you can start punking little boys.
It's funny because she just had a little boy picture in front of her phone the other day. I'm real strict, but at the same time, I don't want her to not be able to come to me on certain stuff.
You always would say that.
You know what I'm saying?
You always would say that.
I want her to be able to come to me like, Dad, such and such. You know what I'm saying? So when I did see it, at first, I was about to go off, and then I calmed down. I just asked her who it was. She told me who it was. You know what I'm saying? I let her keep the picture. I talked to her mother first because she was like, Mommy, no, I got it. When I talked to her mother was like, yeah, I see it there. I'm like, all right, it's cool. I ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, having a girl, it do get to you. You know what I'm saying?
So you going to be like Mike Lowry, Bad Boy 2?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homeboy. Nigga look 30. Hey, tell me that. Nigga do look 30 for real.
But you have a good relationship with your baby mother.
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
because
me and my baby mama have an awesome relationship. We ain't been together since my daughter was like 3,
oh
maybe
wow,
4. Yeah, but our friendship is, I feel like, was way better than what our relationship is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I need her for anything, I can
make sure
definitely
you talk
count
into
on
the
her.
mic. I want to make sure you're picking this up because
If
this is
I
good
need her
stuff.
for anything, I can definitely count on her. And if she need me for anything, I definitely, try to provide or do whatever I can for her because at the same time, my child stay with her. And she has another child, but other child is what, maybe 2. She just had another baby
Oh
not too long
word.
ago. Yeah, like 2, 3 maybe. You know what I'm saying? I treat her the same, just like I treat my daughter, because any kid around me going,
That's
you know what I'm saying,
it's
gonna
a
be,
sibling.
yeah,
So yeah, it's
exactly. So if I bring something for my daughter, of course I bring something for her, whatever like that. But yeah, my daughter is she the love of my life, though. I do love her.
That's what's up, man. I fucking love that. Oh, okay. Well, what was it like finding out you were gonna be a dad? Appreciate
I was really excited, actually. To be honest, like when we first found out, my baby mother was a little nervous. This was her first child. This was my first child, so we didn't know if we wanted to keep it. She didn't know if she wanted to keep it. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted it from the jump, but it's her body, so it was her decision. I just let her know, if you do happen to have the baby, I'm gonna be here. Before she made the decision, she talked to my mom and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But when she finally said I'm gonna keep it, I was very excited. I was buying stuff before the baby was even due. You know what I'm saying? We had the crib already. I had some clothes. I had boxes of Pampers. Like
you.
I was ready. I wanted that family. You know what I'm saying? That family thing, which it didn't work out, but I still love them both though. My baby mother and my daughter.
I love that because every time you keep talking about it, though, you always talk about how y'all communicate. Because you talk about how she communicated with your mother. Like, this seems to be a good
Mm-hmm.
lot of communication. Like, the fact is just piggybacking off of the last episode, the concept of family, we're talking about how communication is so important and be able to have those relationships that even though it didn't work out, y'all, the product of y'all relationship is your daughter. And based on that love, y'all come together as a village and y'all make sure things get done. Obviously, things are not always perfect,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, y'all make sure y'all communicate and that y'all putting y'all best foot forward for yourselves, but ultimately for your daughter as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Of course, everything ain't always peaches and cream. We still have fallouts. Disagreements. She's raised different from I'm raised. I'm raised by a mother. She got her 2 parents. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like our outlook on things is just different. So it all boils down to we just gotta trust the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like if her version makes more sense than what my thought is, we gonna go with what she going with. You know what I'm saying? But if what I'm saying make more sense, then we gonna go with what I go with. But the communication, we always gonna keep that communication because I feel like that's the strongest part of our relationship for real, for real.
Y'all actually communicate. That like that's a constant communication.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, I just asked what's your relationship like, so we already got that. Do you feel like we talked a little bit about the being on the phone? Do you feel like it's harder raising a child within social media? Because I mean, you said she's 12, so you go back 2000. Yeah, so even when I mean, she was only like only 2 or 3, but back in 2015, it wasn't exactly like this just yet. But she still only would have been 3, so I don't know if you really got the.
Nah, to be honest, my daughter ain't really start messing with the phone until maybe two years ago. At first, I used to have to call my daughter 1,000 times because her phone be somewhere in the house. She wasn't really paying attention to it. I think personally, 5th grade when she hit middle school, that's when she
That makes sense.
yeah, she started being more into it for real, for real. But yeah, I feel like personally social media because my daughter would stay up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
You're not the wait. Maybe this is a conversation I was having with you because I'm like, that's not the first time I've heard someone say something like that. But think about how much easier it is because she is. So when she was like 3, she wasn't with the phone and all that stuff like you said. So it wasn't indoctrinating her like we're talking about those kids we used to see in a restaurant where they have it. So it wasn't. It came later.
Yeah, it came later, and she had a phone. She had a phone since she was maybe 5 or 6. She just left it anywhere. It was mainly to talk to me and her mother.
Because social media really didn't blow up like that until maybe I want to really say 2017 when people really started taking advantage of it and money wise. But that's interesting though because think about it. Sometimes we break night watching a TV show that came on to like 11 o'clock or something, like when you're in school nights. But imagine being able to access anything you want.
You want, right?
You would.
I go through that phone though. You know what I'm saying? Because not every day, you know what I'm saying? But if I ain't been in it in a while, I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, nothing crazy I've ever came up on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I go through it randomly. It's not like a secret though. Money, let me get your phone. You know, I go through it.
See, that's even cooler because I'm like, I don't know if I would have any judgment for you if you were doing it behind her back, because I just know when we were growing up, it wasn't too much as a parent you had to worry about, but with your phone, there is a real big sense of privacy with your phone and all the things you can do on it.
She ain't got no privacy. Not when I'm paying that bill. She ain't got no privacy.
See, you can't.
She ain't got no privacy till she like 15.
See, that's just black shit. See, there's certain things that's never gonna get old. You heard what he said. He said, "Not as long as I'm paying that bill." He said it lower than everything else. Not as long as I'm paying that bill. There ain't no privacy. Oh my god.
There ain't privacy because. Crazy. Appreciate it.
Ain't no privacy.
Ain't no privacy. As long as I'm paying that bill, ain't no. I ain't going for that. But yeah, she be on the phone not on the phone, but on TikTok and watching videos 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm getting up for work. She ain't even been asleep. Then I have to take her phone, and you know what I'm saying, until I get off of work, because it's like it's summertime, you know what I'm saying, so I try to let her have a little fun and stuff like that. But
I let you talking about the school time, summertime. I can see that.
Yeah,
saying it.
I try to let her have a little fun, but it irritates me that your phone got your attention that much that you're not even worried about rest.
But what's she showing interest in right now? Like, you know what her interest are?
I can't really say. She really be watching people do stuff on YouTube.
I mean, more for like not even like the social media, just for herself. Like, what is she into? Like, what do you think?
She be saying she want to do makeup. Then she be saying she want to dance like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Most of the stuff she tell me is purely entertaining. So I'm guessing she want to be an entertainer. I be asking her for real life, you know what I'm saying? Real life stuff, like what you want to do. You feel me? Like, but every answer goes right back into some type of entertainment. I mean, I'm gonna back her up, but at the same time, I still want her to have a vision for something else also.
I hear that. But embrace that though. If she want to do that, get her some acting classes, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna back her up.
You're ridiculous. So, do you like being a single dad?
Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, at first I did want the family thing, but it's cool, especially because me and my baby mama have that good relationship. You know what I'm saying, I ain't going through. I've never had baby mother drama. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. So it's. You know what I'm saying? It's cool for me. That daddy-daughter time always be good when we got the time to kick it for real, for real.
That's what's up. I like that. So before becoming a father, what was your life like? What were you getting into? Without incriminating yourself.
Shit. I mean, before I was a dad, I was mostly, you know what I'm saying, finding money in ways I can, basically. You know what I'm saying? I was more on the street side. My daughter really changed a lot for me. Yeah, I was mostly just trying to be in these streets for real, for real. I'm not gonna lie. I can't say exactly what. I ain't gonna say exactly what, but I just was trying to get me some money any way I can. Any means necessary, like people say sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But once she came, everything was different, you know what I'm saying? I did, you know what I'm saying, join cliques and organizations. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that goes, you know, everything's been mellow, and I'm not out there no more. You know
I feel you. I do like that you reference it as a clique and organizations, because of the peep that I've gotten into any of those cliques or organizations is that they are run like organizations.
They are. And it's like, all right, so the organization that I decided that I wanted to to join is basically wasn't it wasn't because I wanted to be in the streets. It wasn't because, oh, they doing some gangster shit over here, so I want to do it too. It was my mama actually moved me out of Georgia to get out of trouble. And where I went to, I went to Jersey. It was gangs and stuff, but the people I hung out with, they was most of trying to get some money, and I just wanted to get money with them. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how that went. That's basically how it went. It wasn't to bang or click up on anybody else type of stuff. So I don't know why other people join organizations, but I just wanted to get money with them. That's what they was doing. I was young. I was like, what, maybe 14.
That's interesting because
14.
that's the same age that I had an opportunity to join an organization. But what's funny is about that is because the way you're saying it, and then the perspective of the organization that this guy was in, I don't know what his things were because I don't really feel like he was hard up for money. But that was the first time that I actually saw how organized that they were, though. That there was a Bible, that there were meetings and all that stuff. And then it was like his whole thing was, well, if you join the other organization, the way at that time it was those two organizations were doing business with each other. So it was like, if we work, we gonna be colleagues. So I'm like, but we colleagues already. But what's also funny is though any higher ups in those organizations that I would ever come across, as soon as they would meet me, they'd be like, don't get into this.
I ain't gonna lie. If I would have met you, I probably wouldn't have let you.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's everyone that I respected. They always would be like,
it's
don't.
You can tell who, you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So.
But that's why I hate when people like the bad rep that it gets, because I'm also like, being that close to it, I really got to see it that it's run like a business, because that's how I was introduced to it. And then we're doing the music. Obviously, I was introduced to it again, but it's so much organization that goes into it that I don't think people realize it, especially.
Yeah, and we don't really speak about it like that, of course. So it's like people only see what they like. If you're not in it, you can only see what you see on social media. You see the banging, you see the gang signs,
and that's what I hate, because at the end of the day, you have men that are really running businesses, but because it's they made laws that made all of this stuff illegal, they're running businesses just like everyone else is running Fortune 500s. I'm not making it up. You see how much money they seize. So if you take off all of the the trappings that they've put into this, you would actually have really successful people out here.
Exactly. It's just I feel like they just want to tax everything, so it's like they feel like they not getting a piece of whatever's going on.
That's what it always
is.
It's
illegal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's really what it be going on. They getting a piece. They not getting a piece. It's illegal.
That's literally what it is. They're not getting a piece, which is crazy to me. But you're also well. So you said you were raised here. You moved to Jersey for a little bit, but you're in touch with your African roots, though, aren't you?
Yeah, my family is from the islands, basically. We're from the Virgin Islands. My mother's from St. Croix, my dad from St. Thomas. Brothers, grandmas, uncles, everybody from St. Croix. Everybody from the islands, for real.
Oh, wow.
I'm probably like the only one that was me and my baby sister. It's like the only ones that was really born in the States, for real.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How so? Do you get to go back to the islands?
I personally haven't went back in a long time. It's supposed to be my grandma's birthday in September, so I'm planning on going back in September. 'Cause I haven't seen my grandma since my granddad's funeral, which I was like 10.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 33 right now.
Make sure you can bring your kid with you.
Yeah, I definitely. As my mom saying too, you gotta bring.
Yeah.
She's never been down there. She's never met my grandma.
I'm getting older. I'm starting to get so big on that, making sure like knowing family and knowing the history of where we came from is so important.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my grandma been asking me to. I be busy.
That's what I used to say.
Yeah, saying.
I used to say
I gotta make time though, for real.
You got to, bro. That's the thing that we always think we have enough time.
It.
Yeah. You're going to, because you always think we have enough time and then we don't.
Mm.
So since you haven't been to that culture yet, would you how would you say just being around the family that is from there? How would you say like the culture kind of differs from what they were used to there compared to here, if you can?
Um, as far as difference goes, I'm not gonna really say it's a big difference. I know at my islands we do drive on the opposite side of the road.
I
I can
went to
tell you.
Jamaica in
Yeah.
April, and
Hmm.
I just forgot. I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, we do drive on the other side on the road. Sure, we do have an accent. It's English. We don't have a different language in my, you know what I'm saying. I I basically I could talk like that. I just usually talk like that when I'm around my family. You know what I'm saying? When I'm around my family, my whole accent switch up.
I've
I'm
seen it
like,
happen.
yeah,
I've seen it happen with people from all the
I'm
different
saying, but
islands.
and it's not on purpose. It just
No,
yeah, it literally comes out.
just be in a car with my boy. He talking to me like this, blah blah. He about the phone. Yeah, that what? I'm like, I can't understand anything,
Hmm.
nothing. And you were not talking like that a second ago.
Hmm.
I love it though. I
Yeah.
love it though.
Yeah, sometimes people just be like, "Hey, talking that language." It's English. It's just accent. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
What? So would you say is okay? I can still ask this question. Would you say that there is like a beef between like a unspoken beef between blacks from other islands or or actual Africa and African Americans? Is there
I
like a
I do. I personally I personally feel like I could be wrong, so I don't want nobody to where the camera at. I don't want nobody to get offended. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Africans like black people. Like if you're not from Africa, I don't think they like African Americans personally. And I've been in personal situations on why I feel like that. They might not say it. They might even embrace you when you get there, but I don't really think they like us.
this is gonna sound outrageous to me, but I totally respect that. the
And
on-
the older ones though, like I don't like around our age, we could probably do business with, and they, but like the older ones, like they don't like us.
I respect that only because ima- this is my thing, especially as I talk to more people as I embrace social media. I realize that there's a lot of there's a culture amongst African Americans that we will not look at what's right in front of us and say this makes sense. I look like this. They tell us in history that we were brought over from Africa, from our our motherland, where everyone originated too. But they don't. They'll rather subscribe to we're the original Hebrews. They'll subscribe to we're the original indigenous people of America. They'll subscribe to every other thing than calling Africa home, and I don't get it. It's disrespectful to me and it's very ignorant. So why would I respect you for not having knowledge of self? Even Malcolm X went back to Africa. Am I right? Didn't he go back? So I just be a little confused on that because I literally have talked to people that have told me they're not from Africa. We can claim America because we were brought here first and we worked and built it up. So this is as much ours as anyone else's. But at the end of the day, this is not our home, and you need to get in touch with what your home is. I tell people about ancestry. That's how I found out. I have I'm from Cameroon. There's Nigerian. They say, oh, but that's the white people who's telling you that. That's not real. Then what is real?
I I I don't like when every time we may say something, they put a race in there about it. Like why I couldn't learn this from another, you know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It bothers me sometimes when people do that.
I think I said this on the other pod. I was messing with this rapper that was real woke. So he was a producer that was a librarian. He was telling us about all of these books that the higher ups they buy. They're worth $15,000. They have all this history, right? Talking about the history of African Americans and all these things. And I say, why don't they teach us this in school? I'm upset. Why don't he said, bro, it's not their responsibility. That changed my outlook on everything. Because that's exactly what Malcolm X was preaching. It's not their responsibility. It's on you to figure it out. And I just don't think conspiracy theories make sense when to even entertain when literally you're telling me that the voyage over didn't happen. I don't understand how this has happened to our culture where we have embraced such crazy ideas other than the truth. To have somebody that looks like me tell me that we're not from Africa, I understand that this is our home, but where you originated from, so you're not even going to do any history or any research on it. Then I tell you about ancestry and you go, well, and they have one that's just for blacks. What's the reason why you're not going to look at it then? Because
they don't want to, man. They just want to believe what they want to believe, man. And if the truth is not what they want it to be, they not trying to hear it.
I can't wait to touch down on African soil. They say that it changes you. They say that you can feel the energy when you touch down.
Yeah, me and the homies were just talking about that.
I believe it, bro. I believe we vibrate differently because that's just crazy to me. Because I did wonder that, and at first I used to feel a way about it, but then I had to put myself in their shoes, like I just don't feel like we think of okay. Point example, Wakanda. That's not a real I'm sorry. It's not a real place. It's not a real place. I don't like that we call Atlanta Wakanda. I don't like when people actually think of Africa or African countries, they say Wakanda, Nick. Wakanda is fictional. It's from a comic book. How do we have that much pride in something that's fictional but not something that's real?
Ignorance, man.
That bugs me out, bro. You so chill, bro. I'm sorry. Like ignorance,
ignorance,
bro.
Man. It's just ignorance, for real, because I've watched people Wakanda put the X up, you know what I'm saying, all the little, but they won't say they from Africa at the same time, at the same exact time. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. So, like I say, I just feel like people don't really want to know the truth. They just comfortable with whatever they was told. You know what I'm saying?
And they entertain whatever truth they want. I believe that, cause, whew, bro, that be getting me heated. Every time I see somebody say something about Wakanda, I'm like, but all of these other countries in Africa, and y'all won't shout out one, not one.
I've never actually seen the second Wakanda. I've seen.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I've seen like partials of it, but I never sat there and watched the whole thing.
It's pretty good.
My daughter's in love with it, though.
Yeah, it's that makes sense. Just because that's one thing that I love about those movies, that they put black women at the forefront.
That's probably why.
And they kicking ass, they falling in love, they heroes, and in that there's a lot of things about relationships to like brother, mother, father, and it does a lot with death. Your daughter seems very mature, because a lot of people didn't like that movie, and to follow that along and what the messages that it has in it is pretty good. I think you enjoy it. It was surprising.
But that's why I really didn't watch, because most people was like, man, it's boring or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I started watching it, but I be in and out of the house a lot, so I never really sat down and watched it. Yeah, I know it's like 2 hours.
Yeah, you have to actually sit down.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little prepared to feel too, because it's literally a movie about grieving. Like they got all the action and everything, and they're introducing characters, but it's
that's probably why I ain't really click my eyes either. I don't be some soft movies and
soft. See, this is the thing about black male culture. What you mean a soft movie?
When when I say soft movies, it's like, this is a superheroes movie, is it not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to watch a superhero movie,
okay,
I want to watch a superhero movie.
I get what you're saying. That's valid. I get what you're saying.
I watch all movies. You know what I'm saying? I watch Lifetime with an old lady if I got to. You know what I'm saying? It's not the movies. It's like, if I'm going to see this, I just feel like they just be pushing stuff where it don't need to be pushed sometimes.
I'll say that there was a show on Netflix. I always bring the show up. It was like the Midnight Club or something. I know what I'm talking about. Where they kept showing the previews for it, and it looked like it was going to be, like, Are You Afraid of the Dark for this new generation? And then I put it on, and it's supposed to be scary, but it's about these kids that's all dying, living in this haunted. I didn't. That's not what I signed up for. I did not want to be depressed watching all of these sick kids. Are you
know what I'm
kidding me?
saying?
You don't sell me this show by acting like it's gonna be a scary show, and then all of these kids are sick and dying. That's
sad. You know what I'm saying? That's not scary. That's the wrong shit. I don't like that.
So you go. I feel you going. You do like this is a superhero movie, right? It's about to be action. We about to watch some cool special effects, laugh a little bit, and then.
And I liked the first one. The first one was lit. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you turned it on, and right off the bat, they like T'Challa dying.
I'm out.
He said, "Wait, what? I'm not. What? Just started with a funeral."
I'm just talking junk. Yeah, I support black female roles.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm
gosh.
just being funny.
No, it's a really good movie. I did a review on it. They know we love Wakanda Forever. It was really good. They were giving Letitia Wright a lot of crap, but okay. So in African culture, period. I mean, I guess we can just comment on it. Period. Homophobia in African culture versus African American culture, because I feel like I feel like there's both disdain in both cultures.
I know in my islands, like the people where I'm from, yeah, they they not going. They homophobic as shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know it was that serious until I met a fellow actress in college my freshman year. I think she was from I don't want to say the wrong island, but she was from an island where it was literally illegal, and that was the first time that I really had heard of it being like illegal, because it seemed like it was punishable by like death or something.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is it? Maybe okay, so that's not real. Maybe I put extra spice on it.
What's funny is I think I read something about that shit.
That's why I thought that it was like, to me it seemed whatever the penalty was, I thought it was really extreme, and I was like, it's like that.
Yeah, I think I read something about that shit like a while ago. Not that long ago, like a couple months ago. I think I read something about some shit like that. Like,
Bro, that's nuts.
like
Ain't that much hate in the
Yeah,
world.
like the president or something passed a law like on gay people. Like it was a big thing. I think I really do remember that.
It's so strange to me, because I feel like even with that, but even in African American culture, like even in hip hop culture with like the no homo and stuff, like even though a lot of the culture, street culture, revolves around men hanging out with men, doing things together with men, having men's back, and like I'm like, so it's just strange to me, because at the end of the day, the discrimination that we've experienced, I think it's crazy that we can all be like, yeah, we need rights, but then when we see homophobe, like see gay, we're like, we with you on this one though, even though y'all hate us, we with you on this one.
Like me growing up though, like I'm from the islands. Like I stayed in the islands until I think I came to Atlanta in 5th grade, basically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I never really been around a gay person at first. So me growing up, I'm not gonna lie, like middle school and stuff like that, yeah, like I wasn't associating myself with, but as an adult working in the restaurant industry and all the other stuff, like now it's like shit, them folks is just regular people just like us. I'm not really studying what they doing. They don't try you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what I assumed when I was younger, basically. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I love hearing that perspective though, because I do forget sometimes that some people's circle just doesn't include those people, depending on where their demographic, whatever it is. You just might not, or people don't feel comfortable being out, whatever it is. So you just might not know. Me, I doing acting and doing theater in high school and college with musical theater people. Musical theater, the gays everywhere.
Actually, a lot of these niggas is gay anyway.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these niggas is really gay. They might not be gay out loud. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing I liked about musical theater, is that they were able to be out loud. You know what I mean? And that's how I ended up being around that community a little bit more, and then just understanding, just like you, like, they just, They're
They
just
ain't- they
people,
ain't-
bro.
yeah,
They're,
they
like
not
everybody's
stunting
just
you, for real,
people.
for real. Yeah, they not stunting you.
I don't understand how like we've like what do people think happens? They're just like and they rub gay on you or some shit. Like what do you think happens?
Not the rub gay.
So if you feel, I feel like if you feel that way, you should be asking yourself some questions deep down inside. If
Exactly.
you think that somebody could rub you gay.
Exactly. Because man, them folks ain't stunning you, man. For real, for real. Unless you gay. If you gay and they know you gay, they probably gonna study you. Yes. Because I've seen some crazy
Because
shit.
they be in touch with their sexuality all the way.
I heard some crazy shit before. So
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Nah, I was wondering about that though, because I'm like, it's really strong, and I just don't think that it's healthy for us to discriminate against other people with all the discriminate. I think all forms of discrimination is wrong, and as soon as we start tolerating some, it completely invalidates our fight, because we're literally stopping to be like, no, but that person, no, they can't ride with us. Then you're just like your oppressor. We're all being oppressed by the same person.
exactly. Me personally, I don't study what nobody doing. I don't care what color you is, like none of that. Like, as long as you cool and you don't steal from me, we could be cool. You know what I'm saying?
You see how chill he is?
Like dead
Do you
serious.
think that he's taking years off his life for anything or anyone? That's what it's like, not caring about what others do and letting them be. Oh my gosh. So marijuana culture and African culture, what is that like? Is it
Oh, my first time smoking. This is no lie. My first time smoking was with my uncle. I was in like maybe the second grade. He wrote 2 joints and sat there and smoked 2 joints with me. When my mother came in, he told on me.
Wait, what?
My mother came in there
Wait, what?
and he told on me. But the funny thing is, my mother didn't even believe him. She rubbed it off. And I remember this shit like it was yesterday because I thought my mother was gonna beat the dog shit out of me. And then it was my first time smoking weed. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I could remember eating up. I was at my grandma's house, eating up everything. You know what I'm saying? I know, yeah. Back in the islands, it's weed everywhere for sure. I know that, like, smoking all day. It's like it's legal. Like back then, when I was younger, it was like it's legal.
How
People
old were you?
smoking.
Did you say?
I was
10?
like second grade.
You said, oh.
So that's like that's young,
That's
bro.
young.
That's young.
When we were in Jamaica,
That's young. Because at first, I didn't know how to smoke.
you weren't
Instead of-
inhaling.
Yeah, I was like pulling it, but I was inhaling. They used to have to tell me like inhale it because I'm wasting the weed. That's all they used to say. You wasting my weed. You're more than skunk. You wasting the weed. You wasting the weed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm smoking.
He's like 8 years old. He's like,
Yeah. I get that why he rolled 2 of them because he knew the first joint was going.
yeah.
Yep, it was me, my other cousin over there, but they ain't, I was the oldest cousin, so he didn't let them smoke. He let me smoke, but I know I was young. I was like in second grade, for sure.
Said I ate up everything.
I was no higher than second grade. Cause third grade, me and my mama, we were still in the islands, but we moved a little distant from my grandma, so I wasn't always at my grandma's house like I was. But I know for kindergarten, first, and second grade, I was at my grandma's house damn near all the time. Second grade, rolled them 2 joints, and yeah. But I ain't really start smoking until I'm gonna say like consistently smoking until like high school for real. You know what I'm saying?
So you said until high school. So how do you feel like weed has affected like your mental health, or like even like your way of thinking? Like did it, do you feel like it helped you in school? Do you feel like it was a disservice to you?
To be honest, I'm gonna feel like at first it was not helping me. You know what I'm saying? it was kind of like a making me like just want to go home and eat and sleep type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then later on, I'm gonna say like 10th grade when I smoked, it kind of made me want to like be out with people, you know what I'm saying? Network more, and you know what I'm saying? Because at then I was trying to become a florist at that time.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But now, shit, I smoke. I can do anything. It's effortless, I promise.
I just asked because I didn't start smoking until damn, it was my sophomore year of college. Yeah, bro.
You a late bloomer.
I had this whole thing. Like I used to carry the weight of the world on my shoulder. I felt like if I smoked as a black person, especially in college, that I would be proving some kind of stereotype.
He was one of those.
To them. Yeah, bro. I was like I just felt like I had to represent, and I had to represent in a way that was I used to feel like, I don't feel like that anymore. But
Okay.
so yeah, bro, because it's really no way to live your life, and you shouldn't pick up.
I could never remember like a time that I even cared about what somebody would think about what I'm doing.
I was thinking for the whole race.
You carrying the weight all the way
for no reason. I'm thinking if I'm like this, you're gonna judge everyone that looks like me like this.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm like, yeah, there's no way to live your life. But anyways, so my sophomore year, bro, I tried it for the first time, and I was like, what? I'm like, I felt like if I had it in high school, some of the anxiety I had, I would have chilled down, and I would have been able to focus a lot better.
Definitely, probably would have. If you had anxiety, it definitely would have helped that.
But also, it sounded like it would have made me want to go to sleep.
I didn't have anxiety. I was always a chill person. So I feel like since I'm so chill, smoking weed just makes me like, all right, nah, you know what I'm saying? But as I got older, like I was never really a social person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
If I don't know you, I'm not talking to you. Don't talk to me. That's just how it used to go. You know what I'm saying? So, but as I got older, and I was trying to become a florist, of course, I have to get to know people.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Because even networking.
I started playing basketball, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
I can do anything. I'm telling you. I can do
he was
anything.
playing whatever part he had to.
I'm telling you. I was playing basketball. Look, and you wouldn't believe some of the best athletes on our team was smoking. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense, though.
We was smoking because there wasn't no piss test. We was back then. We was young. You know what I'm saying? We give you a physical, and as long as the physical clear, good to go. And they ask you. They're not even checking. They asking you, do you smoke? Nah, I don't smoke.
You're absolutely right. That's exactly what it was like. Oh man.
My mother didn't know I was smoking until maybe I was like 17, probably.
I don't know what. See, my parents weren't really around during that. Yeah, you know, especially in high school, and I didn't start doing it till college. So, I had a roommate that was a florist as well, and whenever he was just like, you know, he didn't like watering plants by himself. So he'd be like, yo, you want to come water some plants? I'd be like, of course. He had a special vape machine for them too.
I just got into like gadgets not too long ago. At first I was just regular old, and I got to, you know, use the regular old degular.
That's why I love my white friends.
You know what I'm saying? And I like, oh, they got all types of shit.
Yeah, they put me on, bro.
You can flip over it in the
They put me on. I'm like, what?
How got bags?
How you can smoke clean and it doesn't mess with your? Because remember, I was in the theater program, so I'm not gonna put him on blast. But he's saying, but they're saying it. The singers, the actors, and stuff. So they're trying to figure out how to be able to do this and not hurt their voice.
Makes sense.
But just like you're saying, the athletes are perfectly fine smoking. Weed is can be so helpful for you.
As long as you're active, don't smoke and be lazy, and then you're just gonna be lazy.
But that's the thing. I was gonna ask you, what strains did you like? I know you like runts, but I like getting strains that are uppers. because I can focus in and create and stay up. I do a lot of like what I have right now, some jealousy, blue dreams, and
I
I
like
think it's
Blue Dreams.
I think it's green crack or just crack. That one I know it's called green crack, but
Green crack. I actually I don't think I ever had that.
the kind of focus that I had is literally an upper. So it's like you're high, but you don't get sleepy, you don't get the munchies,
You
and
ever
you can
had Gary
focus.
Payton?
Nah.
That Gary Payton. Oh, so we went to Colorado. See, I've had Gary Payton here before, so they say. But the one I got in Colorado, it had me living my best life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was because I was in another scenery or I just know I rolled up and it was like, oh, what we about to do? Like let's do something. Usually it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like
You fall into like your body
like
a little
chill.
bit.
Yeah, like a chill, like a, you know what I'm saying? I'm down to do something, but I'm more of a like, all right, you gotta be like, hey, let's go do something. All right, let's go. Me, I was doing like, let's do something. Rolling a whole another one of them. You know what I'm saying? Let's go do something. You know what I'm saying? But like you right, it's I feel like if you want to get active, yeah, if you smoke a upper, it'll probably have you focus a lot more than, you know what I'm saying?
But weed is amazing, the things that it can do. You can use it as a dietary if you really want to, whether you need to gain weight or even lose weight, because there's some that will block your appetite. You're going to have to either drink some insurance.
Some shit. Cause bro,
But be careful with that, because I've seen people their size and then try to bulk up and then mess their whole body up.
see, I'm a natural person, and then my family is, you know, Caribbean, so they not hearing me take no shit. That's not
Exactly.
natural.
That's how I
You
feel.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta just try to do something in a natural way to goddamn get the shit together. You feel me? But other than that, yeah, I be trying, man. But I smoke to go smoke. You feel me?
I smoke to go smoke.
Sometimes if I want to eat big, you know what I'm saying? Like if I want to go to Longhorn or I want to go get, you know what I'm saying?
You smoke a little
Yeah,
extra, so
I-
you can
yeah,
really enjoy it. That's
exactly.
another thing too. We tap you in. You really just really enjoying the moment. The
Mhm.
conversation's a little better. The music hits better. The movie hits better.
Every hit's better. Everything better's on weed.
And this is the thing. I've never, as they try to say, weed is a gateway to all these other drugs. I've never smoked a blunt and been like, oh, you know what'd be good on on top of this blunt? Some coke. You know what I have done though? I've drank a bunch of alcohol at the bar and been like, you know what might be good on this? A bump. like, weed has never made me think of any other kind of drug.
Weed is it definitely never made me think of no bumps, no needles, no nothing else
Weed don't even make you think about alcohol
at all. Alcohol made me think about weed.
Exactly.
When I'm drunk, I definitely want to roll up. Like I said, weed is better.
Exactly, bro. I'm like, I hate the bad rap, but then they are legalizing it little by little. But then we gotta free everybody that has weed charges.
Definitely. They need to legal it in Atlanta because that's all I'm waiting on.
It pretty much is, but it's not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really doing nothing about it for real. But they need. I'm talking about. I want dispensaries.
That's
on every corner. You know what I'm saying?
And then like being here so long now, I'm like, bro, if they start talking that, which is, we'll know when we hear about it, but this is gonna be one of the last places where you can really try to get in early. And because there's so much black business here, I think a lot of black entrepreneurs could get in on those dispensaries. But we also in Georgia, so I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna try to invest if they let regular smuggler people.
If they let that thing through, I mean, that's
invest.
That.
Cause you know.
That's what a Democrat or Republican really need to run on in Georgia, and they take it.
You feel me?
And they bring so much money here.
I was just about to say that, and that'll bring so much money. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
That's why you need some
Definitely
young black men up there.
I got
We
experience.
can figure it out.
Experience. In sales, that is. Experience in sales.
Man. Bro, that's literally all of the questions. I didn't even think we'd get through all of the questions. We got through all the questions that quick.
See, you know what I'm saying? It was the vibe, bro. You feel
This
what
was
I'm saying?
dope, bro. I'm happy. Yo, was what I fuck with Nick about is Nick been hitting me since I started doing this, letting me know that he wanted to get on. And I'm somebody that if you ask me to do something, I fuck with you. I literally will dodge you until I can make the space to actually do it. And he kept hitting me up, and I didn't think I'd be able to do this season. I was like, again, I was just putting too much on it. I'm like, I want to make sure I'll do this season first. Then what I'll do is I'll do like a hip hop based episode, get him on because there's another dude that I want to get on too.
Man, I
And
come
then,
back for the hip hop too. You feel
But
me?
no, but I'm like, nah, I like this though because you hit me up and it was perfect because Miranda was gone this week and she was asking me like, what you gonna do? And I'm like, I guess I'll do one by myself. And then you hit me up and I was like, oh, this is perfect. So that's what I was asking you though because I was like, it's not gonna be hip hop based because that's not the theme of the season. And you were like, yo, whatever. I'm like, fuck with that. You saved me on this one.
Yeah,
And we finally got to get you on here, bro.
okay, man. I can talk about whatever, man. It ain't gotta be too much hip hop for real, man. I'm a regular schmegler.
That's because what I know you for. I know you for doing hip hop. So I'm like, I'm thinking you gonna want something themed like that. But like you said, you're not one dimensional, man. You know,
Yeah.
you can talk about anything.
Exactly.
So it was cool to have you come through, bro. And we're gonna definitely have you on again because I'm gonna try to have you on an episode where my rack is back and we could figure out something.
Right,
talking
that's
about
that.
something.
The little pretty chocolate girl. That you
See,
be
that's why
having with
I can't have you around her because
I ain't gonna talk. I was just asking. You know,
now we going. Now, thank y'all for
I'm a
tuning in.
professional person, you
This
know.
episode 304 of the Everybody Hates You podcast. Being a black dad in 2023. This was Nick, and we'll have him back on another episode. Thanks for rocking with us. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.